सर्वेभ्यो नमस्काराः। अद्य सिद्धान्तकौमुद्याः स्त्रीप्रत्ययप्रकरणे 12 पाठः। फेब्रुवरी मासस्य 12 दिनाङ्कः। येनाक्षरसमाम्नायम् अधिगम्य महेश्वरात् कृत्स्नं व्याकरणं प्रोक्तं तस्मै पाणिनये नमः। वाक्यकारं वररुचिं भाष्यकारं पतञ्जलिं पाणिनिं सूत्रकारं च प्रणतोऽस्मि मुनित्रयं नमस्कृत्य तदुक्तिः परिभाव्य च वैयाकरणसिद्धान्तकौमुदीं विरच्यते। Okay, there is a question by आपीनं क्लीबं नाम नपुंसकं बोधिशब्दः नपुंसकलिङ्गः इत्यर्थः। आपीनम् इति पर्यायः. It is a synonym of udha. It means the udder or the breast. Kleba, udha and apina are paryayas of each other, and linga. That is why Amarakosha is a nama linga anushasana. It gives both the names, that is the synonyms, and their lingas. So with Ashtadhyayi, again I'll read it out today. So from next week probably we can teach it because I started slightly late. ज्ञाप्रातिपदिकात् स्वौजसमौच्छष्टाभ्यां भस्ञेभ्यां भस्ञसिभ्यां भस्ञसोसाम्योः सुप स्त्रियाम् अजाद्यतष्टाप् रन्नेभ्यो ङीप् उगितश्च वनोरच पादोऽन्यतरस्यां टाब्रचि न षट्सहस्रादिभ्यः मनः अनो बहुव्रीहेः डाब् उभाभ्याम् अन्यतरस्याम् अनुपसर्जनात् टिड्ढाणैद्वयसच्द्वग्नैमात्रस्तयप्ठक्टैङ्कैक्वरपः यन्यश्च आचांष्ठतर्थितः सर्वत्र लोहितादिकतन्तेभ्यः कौरव्यमाण्डूकाभ्यां च वयसि प्रथमे द्विगोः अपरिमाणविस्तासितकम्बल्येभ्यो न तद्धितलुकि काण्डान्तात् क्षेत्रे पुरुषात् प्रमाणेन्यतरस्यां बहुव्रीहेरूधसोङीष् सङ्ख्याव्ययादेर्नीप् दामहायनान्ताच्च अन उपधानोऽन्यतरस्यां नित्यं संज्ञाच्छन्दसोः केवलमामकभागधेयपापापरसमानार्यकृतसुमङ्गलभेषजाच्च रात्रेश्चाचसौ अन्तर्वत्पतिवतोर्नुक पत्युर्नो यज्ञसंयोगे विभाषा सपूर्वस्य नित्यं सपत्न्यादिषु पूतक्रतोरै च वृषाकप्यग्निकुसितकुसिदानामुदात्तः मनोरौ वा वर्णादनुदात्तात्तोपधात्तो नः अन्यतोमीष षड्गौरादिभ्यश्च Continuing with the Stri Pratyaya Prakarana. नित्यं संज्ञा छन्दसोः केवलमामक इति पठितं. संज्ञायां छन्दसि च नित्यं ङीप् भवति इत्यर्थः. अग्रे नुक् प्रकरणम् आरभ्यते. अन्तर्वत् पतिवतोर्नुक् इति अग्रे सूत्रम्. पदद्वयमस्ति. अन्तर्वत् पतिवतोः नुक् इत्यर्थः. स्त्रियाम् इत्यधिकार्थः. एतयोः स्त्रियां नुक् स्यात् इति सूत्रार्थः. There are two words, antarvat and pativat. They are pratipadikas. So for these two pratipadikas in strilinga there is nuk. So etayoh striyam nuk iti vyakhyane. Chitta samarthyad ayam agamah natu pratyayah iti bhavah. So what is this nuk? Is it another stri pratyaya? iti prashnah bhavati. Ayam agamah. Nuk iti agamah. नतु प्रत्ययः इति भावः कित्वात् अन्तावयवः आद्यन्तौ टकितौ इति परिभाषा कित् आगमः अन्त्यस्य भवति अन्तर्वत् इत्यस्ति पतिवत् इत्यस्ति ततः नुकि कृते अन्तर्वत् न पतिवत् न इति भवति so a nuk or nakara nuk is always nakara it is being added to the end of the pratipadika so you have antarvatn and pativatn ऋणेभ्यो नीप् and now because it is nakaranta ऋणेभ्यो नीप् ऋकारान्तेभ्यः नान्तेभ्यश्च स्त्रियां नीप् स्यात् इत्यनेन नीप् प्रत्ययः भवति so this sutra antarvat pativatornuk only gives nugagama and not any pratyaya so once we have the agama there is neep pratyaya being added so it is antarvatn e it becomes antarvatni similarly pativat n e becomes pativatni गर्भिण्यां जीवद्भर्तृकायां च प्रकृतिभागौ निपात्येते this is the prakriti bhaga that is antarvat and pativat the two pratipadikas are both nipatas siddha prakriyasya nirdeshah nipatanam so they are ready made forms it is how do you derive antarvat pativat iti agre eva diyate so they are nipatanas kasmin arthe nipatanam iti chet garbhinyam antarvatni iti rupam siddham garbhini ityarthah so antarvatni means a pregnant woman pativatni jeevat-bhartrika she whose husband is alive okay so I mean the general sense you have pativat is matup patihi asya asti it is not just a woman who has a husband it is but with a special emphasis that he should be living jeevat-bhartrikayam prakriti bhago nipatyete so vyakhyanam pashyamishchet garbhinyam iti pratike गर्भिण्यां जीवद्भर्तृकायां च स्त्रियाम् अन्तर्वत् पतिवत् इति प्रकृतिभागौ नुक् संनियोगेन निपात्येते so the nuk is also given by the sutra and the nipatana is also by the same sutra vartikam etat so the Vyakhyana says that line which Dikshitar has put garbhinyam jeevat-bhartrakayam cha prakriti bhagau nipatyate it is actually the phrasing of a vartika so the meaning of those two words are given by a vartika katarasmin kim nipatyate ityada aha so now the question is whenever we have nipatana why do we have a nipatana as a question as I said nipatana is where there is a ready made form being given so why does Panini do that is generally you have some steps for derivation of a word okay so they are given by sutras what happens is in some cases there is a word which is in use okay but it cannot be derived by the usual rules okay so there are some steps which are missing I mean it looks like a usual form but there are some steps missing in derivation so what Panini now has two choices he either has to create a new rule specifying that okay some karya will happen for this particular word and so on which in some cases will take more effort because there might be 2 or 3 steps skipped there are some unusual forms or very special forms so the path that he takes is he directly gives the word he says this word is correct he uses them in the sutra and gives some karya or he just says gives these words as a nipatana so what happens in this case is we do the prakriya as usual for other words of that type wherever there is a gap that is there is some special karya which is not given by any sutra we say nipatanat okay. For example in this case he will tell what is the nipatana here so katarasya kim katarasmin kim nipatyata ityataha so what is the nipatana here iti prashne tatreti so the next sentence answer that tatra antaha asti asyam garbha iti vigrahe antah shabdasya adhikarana shakti pradhanataya asti samanadhikaranya bhavad aprapto matup nipatyate So in the first word, that is antarvat ityatra, matup nipatyate. The matup pratyaya. Antarvat sounds like any other matup pratyaya. You have gunavan, etc. Dhanavan, gunavan. You have matup. Dhanavasyasti iti dhanavan. Gunahasyasti iti gunavan. So it is matup. But the matup itself is nipatana. That is, in the ordinary course of events, we would not have got matup. Even though the vigraha sounds correct, like say you have dhanaha asyam asya asminva asti iti dhanavan ityatra matup asti, kintu antaha asti asyam ityatra matup na bhavati. Kimartham na bhavati iti diyate atra. So tatreti tayor madhye ityarthah. Antaha asti asyam garbhaha iti vigrahe apraptaha matup nipatyate ityanvayaha. So what does the sentence mean? He says in that vigraha, giving the word antarvat, apraptaha matup nipatyate. Matup will be obtained by nipatana. Katham apraptihi matupaha. Why? Why do we not get matup by the usual sutra? There is the sutra for matup. So why can we not apply it? The prashne. Antashabdasya adhikarana shakti pradhanataya asti samana adhikaranya bhavat iti karanam. Tadasya asti asmin iti matup iti sutram. So the sutra which gives matup is tat asya asmin ma asti. So there is something given by tat, one particle which is there related to this. That is asya asmin va. So in that or of it. Iti ubhayatra bhavati ityukte saptamyarthepi shashtyarthepi matup bhavati. So tat asya asmin va asti. So that is how matup comes. Say dhanam, tat is dhanam, asya asyam va asmin va asti iti dhanavan. So buddhihi, buddhihi asya asmin va asti iti buddhiman, and so on. Now here, so what is given by tat is that which is present, right? Now here, what is the vigraha? Antaha asti asyam garbhaha. That which is actually present is garbha. So the actual vigraha should be garbhaha asyam asti iti garbhavati ityatra matup bhavati. Garbhaha asyam asti. But the word here is antaha asyam asti. There is a garbha within her. Antaha is adhikarana shakti pradhana. Matup is got wherever there is kartri shakti. That is what is there. That is the question which gets matup. Say there is dhana, then it will be dhanavan. There is buddhi, there is buddhiman. There is garbha, so it should be garbhavati. But here the word which is used in the pratipadika is antaha and not garbha. The thing which is there, that is garbha itself, is not there in the word. Antaha is inside. Iti adhikarana shakti pradhanasya matup apekshate tat na prapnoti ityarthaha. So look at the vyakhyana. Tadasya asmin asti iti tadasya asmin iti matup iti sutrena asti samanadhikaranat kartrikaraka pradhana prathamantat matup pratyaya vihitaha. So matup pratyaya will always be for a prathamanta, a word which is prathamanta in the vigraha, kartrikaraka pradhana, and which has kartra shakti pradhana. Dhanam asti, gauhu asti, buddhihi asti. So it is asti samanadhikarana, a karta which is samanadhikarana with asti, that which is present. Okay. Asti samanadhikaranat kartrikaraka pradhana prathamantat matup pratyaya vihitaha. Yatha gauhu asya asti iti goman. Gauhu asti, he has kausa, the gau is present. Gauhu asya asti iti goman ityadau. Prakrite tu prathamantaha kartrikaraka pradhanaha garbhashabdaha eva asti samanadhikaranaha. So in the present case, when you are taking the vigraha like antaha asti asyam garbhaha, it is the word garbha which is kartra shakti pradhana and which is samanadhikarana with asti. Garbhaha asti. So that will give a separate word as garbhavati. Tatra akshepaha nasti. there is a word garbhavati that is different. Kintu antah asti asyam ityatra matup na bhavati ityeva arthah. प्रकृते तु प्रथमान्तः कर्तृकारक प्रधानः गर्भशब्दः एव अस्ति समानाधिकरणः न तु अन्तःशब्दः तस्य नाम अन्तःशब्दस्य अधिकरणकारक प्रधानतया अन्तः is inside, so it by nature it is अधिकरण शक्ति, locative. Thus there are some words where there is the addition of a vibhakti to indicate location, right? So for example you have Rama, you have to say Rame to indicate location, or griham you have to say grihe to indicate that adhikarana shakti. But there are some words avyayas which are by nature adhikarana shakti pradhana. Okay, so like antaha is inside, is something which is inside. Tatraiva adhikaranasya arthaha pradhanataya drishyate. Ataha adhikarana shakti pradhanam iti uchyate. So तस्य अधिकरणकारक प्रधानतया अस्ति सामानाधिकरण्य असंभवात् अतः अत्र अप्राप्तः मतुप् निपात्यते इत्यर्थः. So matup will not occur by usual route, so by this sutra there is nipatana of matup. Apraptaha matup nipatyate. Tatashcha, so after that you have to complete the prakriya to get the pratipadika. You have antaha and now you have added matup, so it is antaha and mat. Matu pratyaya mat iti shishyate. Tatascha madupadhayascha matorvo sanyoga purvasya iti makarasya vatve. The makara is converted to vakara. There is a sutra madubadhayascha where there is makara at the end, or adupadha, that is akara at the upadha. Okay, so this is antar or antas. So you have akara in upadha. This is antar, I think, rephanta avyaya. So there is akara in the upadha. Antar and mat. So akarasya upadhayam akara asti iti karanena. Adupadhatvat makarasya vatve. Makara is converted to vakara. So you have antarvat. Antarvat iti prakriti bhagaha sampadyata iti bhavaha. So you have the prakriti bhaga, the prakriti or the pratipadika is ready as antarvat. And then you add nuk by the sutra and neep by rinebhyo neep. So you have antarvatni. Pativatni ityatra tu vatvam nipatyate. On the other hand, in the word, the second word, pativat, he says vatvam nipatyate. Vatvam iti pratike. Patihi asyaha asti iti vigrahe. Now the vigraha is patihi asyaha asti. Tadasya asti asmin iti matupaha. So matup is got by that sutra. Patihi asya asti. Just like dhanam asya asti should be dhanavan. Patihi asya asti. So by the usual sutra you get matup. There is no problem with getting matup here. So patihi asya asti. So you have pati and mat. But the problem is getting vakaradesha. There is makara and you will not get vakaradesha when it is an ikaranta. Say you have buddhiman, nitiman, and so on. So if there is ikara, there is no possibility of converting the makara to vakara, because it says ma adupadha. It should be makara or adupadha, akara in the upadha. There is neither in this case, so there will not be vakaradesha. Therefore, we get vakara by nipatana. Patihi asyaha asti iti vigrahe tadasyastasmin iti matupaha makarasya madupadhat paratva bhavena. Madupadhayaha iti vatvam apraptam nipatyate ityarthaha. So the vatva is nipatana in case of pativate. Antarvatni pativatni iti sutrasya udaharanam. Udaharana for the application, you have nuk and then you have neep. So you have two words. Antarvatni ityasya garbhini ityarthaha. Pativatni ityasya jivat bhartraka ityarthaha. Pratyudaharanam tu. Pratyudaharanam, okay, he said garbhinyam jivat bhartrakayam cha nipatyate. So the nipatana is in a specific sense. When the word antaha syam asti means a garbhini. So then only there is nipatana of matup. So if it is used in some other sense that there is something inside something else, antaha asti asyam shalayam ghataha. Okay. Asyam shalayam antaha. So in this school, inside there is a pot. Now here also you have antaha asti asyam. So asyam iti विशेष विषयं दर्शयितुं शालायाम् इत्यस्ति किमस्ति इति घटः अस्ति किन्तु अत्र अन्तः अस्ति अस्याम् इति मतुप् न प्राप्नोति देयर इज नो मतुप् हियर प्रत्युदाहरणं तु इति सो हि सेस् गर्भिण्याम् एव मतुप् निपातनात् अन्तः अस्ति अस्यां शालायां घटः इति विग्रहवाक्यमेव न तु मतुप् देयर इज नो मतुप् हियर and there is no one word, it has to be a vyasta prayoga. Okay. Similarly, in case of patimati prithvi ityasti, patihi asyaha asti iti patimati prithvi for the earth. That is, she has many rulers ityarthe ayam prayoga. Patimati prithvi iti jivat bhartrikayam eva vatva nipatana diha bhatva bhavaha. So as you said, the nipatana, the vatva is also only for in a particular sense, that is jivat bhartrika ityarthe eva. So asmin arthe vatvam na bhavati, matup tu bhavati, because matup is by the usual sutra tadasya asti. There is matup, but there is no vatva. Okay. So please excuse me for a few minutes. I think my daughter is crying. I'll be back in 5 minutes.
Hello. While Somyaji is coming back, I just thought I'll just read this Karika from Mahabhashya, which says the same thing which Somyaji just said. Antarvat pativatoho vatub vatve nipatanat garbinyam jivapatnyam chava chandasi nuk vidihi. So basically it just said for Antarvat and Pativat, Matub and Vatva is Nipatana, and it happens only for Garbinyam or Jivapatnyam, and it also happens for Chandrasi Prayoga. When it is in Veda also, we can have the Nuk Vidhi. This is from Mahabhashya, a Karika, which says the same thing which Soumyaji was just explaining. I just thought I'll give it as a reference. If anybody has any point, please let me know. I can unmute and you can express your point or thoughts or something. Just by the time Soumyaji will be back. What is it, Hemaji, you're asking? P top doesn't have a purpose. Let me unmute you, Hemaji. What is your question?
Okay, the top Pakara is does it have a purpose?
Pakara where?
Pakara in top. Pakara is the top. The
Top, yeah, top, chop, and up. Yeah, Pakara has a purpose, and because pitcha, I think somewhere it goes there and gets that Pakara is a pitcha sutra will come. That's why it's all Pakara ending.
That is, I think, the tip that area picture.
Yeah.
But here this is Shabda Pakara, right?
Right.
Like Neep Pakara, the accent is there, but then top Pakara, I don't think there is any accent, right?
It could be just because when they say that they could sometimes they use it so that we can say chop, top, and up, all of them ending in up. If they mention it without the last ending, like r when they say lit, ling, and lit, like that, it's easy to say that. I don't know the exact significance why the Pakara is. If somebody has it,
yeah. Nyasa says the Pakara is for Samanya Grahana.
Right. That's why I said Samanya Grahana is when you say Pakara, then we say chop, top, and up. And here that Antarvartini, that Antarvartini thing which Soumyaji is explaining, one other thing that sub-commentator was telling was that Garbha is inside that person, and which means they use a locative case. That and the person are not in the Samanadhikarana. Samanadhikarana means in the same case ending. So here they are in different case ending. One is Saptami, one is Prathama. So that's the reason, she explained the thing, but that's kind of the reason they say that they are not on the Samanadhikarana, hence you cannot use, so that's why you have to do Nipatana.
Okay, very good.
For the Antarvat Shabda.
So Mahodaha Parjanyaha is Pratama Ekavachanam va? Dvauvapi.
Mahod, which one is that?
Mahodhaha. Yesterday Soumya ji was talking about
1 second.
Kathodho Dainukam and then Mahodhaha Parjanyaha.
Yeah, Mahod Udasa, right? Mahodaha. So that's on singular only, right?
Okay.
Singular ekvachan. Prathama ekvachan. See, yesterday, Ati Yogni, trying to see where is that statement you are looking at. Kundogni is there.
This Mahodhaha Parjanyaha Kashika had it, but
Okay.
then Ghatodho Dainukam Balamanorama had it.
Okay, let me look at Kashika. I have it in front. Daman, Ayana Chaturbhyam. It has a three dhamni, tap. Oh, you're looking one sutra before that. Okay, Kundogni, Bahubrihikam, oh, Ghatogni. Yeah. Prapti, which is Ghatogni, Kundogni, right? You're talking about that one, Swamiji?
No, the Udasaha, the Uda Sutra only, you know, the Garbhavati.
But that one came in Bahu Virihehe Udaso niche. In that I see in Kashika he says Ghatogni and Kundogni. So that's the example you have given for that.
No. This particular one was in 7. No, yesterday she taught another sutra, right?
Oh, Udaso, that's the Udas Adesha for the Udas.
Correct.
Okay, Udaso Anang.
Udasanam, correct.
Okay, in that what is the question?
In that sutra, these two came, I think. That Mahodhaha Parjanyaha.
Oh, in Kashika it came. Okay. Yeah, that one is straight Agama for this one. Adesha for Udas. So Antadesha.
But, this is not the regular example. Here, that Anang won't come. Iha Anang Mabhu. So these are negative examples.
There he says because only Striyam the Anang will come.
Okay. This is
Because the
Pullinga
Anang will not, Pullinga Anang will not come. That's what yesterday she was telling, right? That Vritti has Udosa Antasya Bahuvrihehe Anang Adeshastat Striyam. The Striyam is critical because Anang, the Udas is also Napunsakalinga, Apinam, can be used in both Napunsakalinga. So she said that it can be, if it is a Stri usage, then Anang will come.
And then Samahara Dvandva, like Dainukam, here it implies the Samuha. So the Samahara Dvandva happens.
Which one is that?
Dainukam is the ending.
Dainukam, okay. Denu Samasagava Dainukam.
Because it's a Samuha, it is...
So in this case, we are looking at a Samuha, which is Napunsakalinga. So you're not looking at the individual.
Okay.
So that's why it is not, So the
Okay.
Samuha itself is we are referring to, that's Napunsakalinga.
Okay.
So that's why
if it is Denu alone, then it is Strilinga.
Then it will come. That's what she said. Kundogni Dainukam. That's why that Napunsakalinga, to indicate Napunsakalinga only, they said Dainukam.
Okay.
Hello.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you, Samir.
Okay. So
We are doing Patipati,
yes.
non-husband is not alive. That point.
Yeah. So that is Antarvat Pativatodmukha. The next sutra is Patyurno Yajna Sanyoge. Patyuhu Naha Yajna Sanyoge iti त्रीणि पदानि सन्ति. पतिशब्दस्य नकारादेशः स्यात् यज्ञेन सम्बन्धे इति सूत्रार्थः. So the word pati will get nakara as the adesha. Again antadesha, since it is alontyasya ala adeshah shashti nirdashtasya antyasya ala bhavati. The ikara of pati will be replaced by nakara. You have patn, again nakarantatvat ranebhyo ngip ityanena ngip bhavati patni iti rupam siddhyati. वसिष्ठस्य पत्नी. यज्ञसंयोगे इति अर्थः इति चेत् तत्कर्तृकस्य यज्ञस्य फलभोक्त्री इत्यर्थः. तत्कर्तृकस्य नाम पतिकर्तृकस्य वसिष्ठकर्तृकस्य यज्ञस्य फलं भुनक्ति, फलस्य भोक्त्री इति अर्थः. यज्ञसंयोगे यज्ञेन सम्बन्धः नाम स एव. तेन यः यज्ञः क्रियते तस्य फलं पत्न्याः अपि भवति. So the word patni should actually, by this sutra should be given only to the dharma patni who has the yajnadhikara. So the next line again he says dampatyoho sahadhikarat. So in yajnas the couple, the dampati will have adhikara together. That is the phala of the yajna, of any yajna will go to both pati and patni. That is why she is called patni. पत्युः यज्ञ संयोगे यज्ञ संयोगः अस्ति इति द्योतयितुमेव पत्नी इति प्रयोगः. दम्पत्योः सहाधिकारात् तत्कर्तृकस्य इति व्याख्याने वसिष्ठकर्तृकस्य इत्यर्थः. ननु वसिष्ठकर्तृकयज्ञस्य वसिष्ठः एव फलभोक्ता इति उचितं, न तु तत् स्त्री अपि. So if Vasishtha does a yajna, so the phala will go to Vasishtha. So Vasishtha eva phalabhokta iti uchitam, natu tat stri, not his wife. Sarvakamaha, Svargakamaha ityadi pullinga shabdaihi pumsaha eva adhikaravagamat. So wherever he says Jyotishtomena Svargakamo yajeta, where so Svargakamaha iti pumsaha eva nirdeshah asti, striyaha katham adhikaraha iti prashnaha. How will she be phalabhokti? Dampatyoho sahadhikarat iti एतच्च प्रकृतसूत्रे भाष्ये स्पष्टम्. So it is very clear from the bhashya related to this sutra that both the pati and patni will have adhikara to the yajna phala together. Atayeva, so he gives again some proof from Mimamsa, because it is Mimamsa Shastra which is related to that, the Karma Kanda, and therefore he gives proof to say that there is Dampatyohu Sahadhikara Siddhantitaha. The Siddhanta is that the couple will have adhikara together, and it is due to this that she is called, the wife is called patni. Agrimam sutram asti vibhasha sapurvasya ati padadvayam patyurno yajna sanyoge ityatah patyuhu naha iti anuvartate. Patishabdantasya sapurvasya pratipadikasya naha va syat. Pratipadika patishabdanta, which ends in the word pati, sapurvasya, and there is a purvapada, that it is a samasta pada having a purvapada. Sapurvasya patyuhu nama patishabdaha purvapadam api asti. Arthat samase patishabdaha ante asti, purvapadam kimapi vidyate ityarthaha. Tadrishasya pratipadikasya naha va syat vikalpena nakaraha अंतादेशः भवति इत्यर्थः. यज्ञ संयोगः भावेपि. So this sutra does not require यज्ञ संयोग. यत्र पूर्वपदं वर्तते अर्थात् सपूर्वस्य पत्युः यज्ञसंयोगाभावेऽपि विकल्पेन नकारः भवति अप्राप्त विभाषा and therefore this is aprapta vibhasha. Vibhasha is always of two kinds or three kinds: prapta vibhasha, aprapta vibhasha and ubhaya vibhasha. Where some karya was already given by a previous sutra and is being made optional here, it is prapta vibhasha. Say for example, there is sarvadini sarvanamani and there is vibhasha diksamase bahuvrihau. So the words sarva etc. already have compulsory sarvanama samnya by sarvadini sarvanamani, but now bahuvrihau diksamase, if it is a diksamasa and bahuvrihi, vikalpena bhavati. So that is prapta vibhasha. In this case it is aprapta vibhasha, where it would not have gotten the karya by the previous sutra. Say purva sutrena yajna sanyoge eva naha vidhiyate ityatah पूर्व सूत्रेण अप्राप्ते अनेन सूत्रेण विकल्प्यते अतः अप्राप्त विभाषा. गृहस्य पतिः स्त्री इत्यर्थः, द मास्टर ऑफ द हाउस वुमन इत्यर्थे गृहपतिः इत्यपि भवति, गृहपत्नी इत्यपि भवति. उभयं स्त्रीलिंगे, that is गृहपतिः. he in this case, if it is a man he is गृहपतिः only, but if it is a woman it can either be गृहपतिः or गृहपत्नी. Both grahapatihi also refers to a woman. That is why it can be rashtrapatihi, rashtrapatni. Both of them are correct. Rashtrapatihi is a strilinga word. It will remain as it is in strilinga also. So grahapatihi, grahapatni iti vyakhyane. Natvapakshe rinebhyaha iti neep. So there is nakaradesha and then there is neep. Atra grihapati shabdah pati shabdantah. So it ends in the word pati. Griha shabdatmaka purvavayava sahitah cha. So it also has a purvavayava, previous part, a part preceding pati, which is griha. Okay. Griha shabdatmaka purvavayava sahitascha iti bhavaha. So there is one more question which the Vyakhyankara is raising here. He said pati shabdanta, that is the word will apply to pati and tadanta. So grahanavata pratipadikena tadanta grahanam nasti iti nishedha asti. So when a particular pratipadika is specified, tadantasya grahanam na bhavati iti paribhasha vidyate. Grahanavata pratipadikena nacha grahanavata pratipadikena iti nishedha shankyaha shudra cha mahatpurva iti lingena tasya striyam ityadhikare apravrittehe uktatvat. Already discussed here in Shudra cha Mahatpurva Jatihi. So the Tadanta Nishedha does not apply in Stri Pratyayas. So the next thing, he moves on to the next point here. Anupasarjanasya itiha uttarartham anuvrittam api na patyuhu visheshanam apitu tadantasya. We'll continue with the Vyakhyana there. Nanu dridhaha patihi yasyaha iti bahuvrihau dridhapatihi dridhapatni iti natva vikalpaha ishyate. So there is a bahuvrihi samasa. Here we saw an example of tatpurusha grihasya patihi iti. Idanim bahuvrihi samase dridhaha patihi yasyaha iti bahuvrihau dridhapatihi dridhapatni iti natva vikalpaha ishyate. We want natva vikalpa, natu sambhavati, but it will not happen. Why? Anupasarjanat ityadhikarat. We are under the adhikara anupasarjanat. It started before tidhanai and goes on through the entire Stri Pratyaya Prakarana. So it is anupasarjanat eva bhavati. Pati shabdasya atra upasarjanatvat. And the word pati here is upasarjana. In dridhaha patihi yasyaha. In a bahuvrihi samasa, the avayavas are always upasarjanas. So the word pati is upasarjana. Anupasarjanat iti adhikare asti ityatah. Tatra bahuvrihau natva vikalpaha na siddhyati iti ashanka. Ataha aha nacha anupasarjanat iti na atra sambadhyate iti vachyam. We cannot say that the anupasarjanadhikara is not present here. Why? Uttaratra anuvrittaye ihapi tadanuvrittehe avashyakatvat. So the anupasarjanadhikara goes through the entire prakarana. In the latter sutras also, in many cases we require the anupasarjanadhikara. So it should be present here also. Yataha anupasarjanasya ityadi. Anupasarjanasya iti iha uttarartham anuvrittam. So yes, anuvritti is there because we require it in the latter sutras. Kintu na patyuh visheshanam apitu tadantasya, but it is associated not with pati. That is, does not mean that the word pati should be anupasarjana. Apitu tadantasya, the sapurva pati, because again he says sapurvasya iti patyantasya shrutatven. So the word being heard here is sapurvasya patyuhu. So the word pati along with that purva pada, that is the samasa itself, pati shabdanta, should be anupasarjana. Now if say grihapati is in samasa with something else, tadatu nakaradeshaha na bhavati. Idanim tu yatra pati shabdasya upasarjanatvam astu nava tadantasya anupasarjanatve nakaradeshaha bhavatyeva. Anupasarjanasya iti iha उत्तरार्थम अनुवृत्तमपि न पत्युः विशेषणम् अपितु तदन्तस्य तेन बहुव्रीहावपि नत्वं भवति इत्यर्थः दृढपत्नी दृढपतिः इति विकल्पः एवमेव वृषलपत्नी वृषलपतिः. So vrishala is a word which is referring to shudra. I mean, there are words, there are some technical specification of who is a vrishala, who is born to a Brahmin from a Shudra or something. There is some such technical definition. So, Vrishalasya Patni. So, he is giving this example to show that there is no Yajna Sanyoga, because a Vrishala does not have Yajnadhikara. There is no Yajna Sanyoga. Yajna Sanyoga bhavepi atra idam sutram pravartate iti darshayitum Vrishala Patni Vrishala Patihi. Atha Vrishalasya Patni iti vyaste katham iti chet. Now comes the question, the word patni is used even in cases where there is no yajna sanyoga. Say for example, as in vyaste, in the vigraha vakya, vrishalasya patni iti vyasta prayoge. Vyaste iti vyakhyanam pashyamaha. Vigraha vakya ityartha. So the previously himself the Vyakhanakara has said Vrishala Patni iti vigraheva apashudradhikarane shudranam yajnadhikara nirakaranat. So there is no yajnadhikara, which means there is no yajna sanyoga. Tarhi asmin katham Vrishalasya Patni iti prayogaha. How do you get here? विग्रहवाक्ये इत्यर्थः ततश्च सपूर्वत्वाभावात् न प्रकृतसूत्रेण नत्वविकल्पः. If it is a samasa, विभाषा सपूर्वस्य इत्यनेन नकारः विकल्प्यते, किन्तु समासः नास्ति, वृषस्य पत्नी इति व्यस्तः प्रयोगः इति कारणेन सपूर्वत्वाभावात् न प्रकृतसूत्रेण नत्वविकल्पः, यज्ञसंयोगाभावात् च न पूर्वसूत्रेण. यज्ञसंयोगः नास्ति इति कारणेन पत्युर्नो इति सूत्रेण अपि नत्वं न प्राप्यते. कथं वृषस्य पत्नी इति प्रयोगः? प्रयोगस्तु अस्ति, इष्यते. कथम् इति चेत् पत्नी इव पत्नी इति उपचारात्. So the Bhashyakara himself treats this question and says patni iva patni. So it is only the dharma. Patni veti is a pratika. This should be in green. Sorry, it has been red. It is a vyakhyana. Patniva iti. Yajna sanyuktayam dvijabharyayam yaha patni shabdaha vyutpaditaha. So if it is a bharya, like in Vasishthasya patni, there is yajna sanyoga and we derive the word patni. Yajna sanyuktayam dvijabharyayam yaha patni shabdaha vyutpaditaha tasyaiva shudrastriyam api ayajna sanyuktayam पाणिग्रहणादि धर्म पुरस्कारेण गौण्यावृत्त्या प्रयोगः. There is gauna prayoga, that is all properties of a patni which is there for a dvija patni where there is yajna sanyoga, such as panigrahana. He mentions that. So she is also wedded in the same way and she stays with her husband and all that. Whatever are the dharmas of a patni, of a bharya in case of a dvija will also apply here, except that there is no yajna sanyoga. So, gaunya vritya prayogaha. Patni iva patni. Sa yatha tasyaha acharanam bhavati tathaiva asyaha api iti. Yajna sanyuktayam dvijabharyayam yaha patni shabdaha vyutpaditaha tasyaiva So the same word patni शूद्रस्त्रियामपि अयज्ञसंयुक्तायां पाणिग्रहणादिधर्मपुरस्कारेण गौण्यावृत्त्या प्रयोगः यथा गंगायाम् इति स्त्रीलिंगस्य तीरे प्रयोगः. The word गंगायाम् is used to indicate गंगा तीर. Okay. Now तीर is not स्त्रीलिंग. तथापि स्त्रीलिंगस्य गंगा इति शब्दस्य प्रयोगः भवति. कथं? गौण्यावृत्त्या. Even though the word ganga usually means the river or the pravaha, it is used in case of tira. Similarly, patni, even though it technically should be used only in case of yajna sanyoga, it is used normally. Bharya ityarthe eva patni shabdasyapi prayogah asti. Ekam samadhanam dattam dikshitaihi. Dvitiyam samadhanam prayachati yadva. Athava acharak vibantat kartarik vip. Patni iva acharati ityarthe acharak vip. Okay, so there is quip. Sarva pratipadikebhyah quip bhavati. All pratipadikas can be converted to dhatus by the addition of quip. This quip, the first quip, belongs to the sanadis. Sanadyanta dhatavaha ityasti. Teshu antar bhavati. Tena karanena quip bhavati. Patni iva acharati ityarthe. Quip pratyaya bhavati. So since quip is sarvapahari lopa, you have patni. Now on that quibanta, now it is a dhatu. Sanadyanta dhatavaha ityanena dhatutvam asti. Tasmat kartari quip. Again kartari quip is a general quip which is added to all dhatus in the sense of karta. For example, ledhi iti lih, dogdhi iti duh. We have seen many such words in halantas and this namapada prakarana. So achara kvibantat kartari kvip. We first add achara kvibanta. Patni iva acharati. She who acts like patni. That is, there is original patni who has yajna sanyoga. Sa iva acharati ityarthe adau achararthe kvip pratyayah kriyate. Tena idanim dhatuhu nishpannaha. Tasmad dhatuhu kartari kvip pratyayah punah kriyate. The prakriti does not undergo any change because patni remains as it is because quip is sarvapahari lopa. All parts of the pratyaya are deleted and the pratipadika remains as it is. But now it is, again you have the word patni which is a pratipadika. This can be used for anybody because the meaning here is not directly against sanyoga. It is patni iva acharati. She who behaves like patni. Ityarthe kartum shakyate iti dikshitanam matam. Yadva acharak vibantat kartari kvip. Asminshcha pakshe. So in this case, patniyau patniyaha iti yang vishaye visheshaha. But the forms for the original patni shabda, patni patnyau patnyaha iti nadi shabdavad rupani bhavanti. Yada tu acharak vibantat kartari kvip kriyate. If you are doing acharak kvip and then kartari kvip, now it is a dhatu. It got converted to a dhatu and back to pratipadika. Because of the dhatutva, achishnu dhatu bhuvam yor yang ongo ityanena yang adeshaha bhavati. So the diti patni iti tu samanam prathamaika vachane. Dvivachanadishu patniyau patniyaha iti yang visheshaha. So the forms will be different in case of dvivachana, bahuvachana and so on. Wherever there is ajadi pratyaya, achi. So ajado pratyaya pare yang bhavati iti visheshaha iti dikshitaihi samadhana dvayam dattam. Ekam patni eva patni iti gauna prayogaha iti ekam samadhanam. Acharak vibantat kartari kvip iti aparam samadhanam. But the Vyakyakara does not accept the second one. So yadva iti Vyakhyanam pashyamischet Praudhivada matravidam. Praudhivada is a word which Dikshitar himself uses for the Bhashyakara. And I mean, so Praudhivada is where Vada, it is doing some argument, just thinking that one knows it. Praudhaha iti dhiya iha vadaha kriyate. Thinking that I know something better, iti dhiya. So that which does not hold it. Ityarthe praudhivadaha iti prayogaha asti. Praudhivada matramidam. So it is used as a tiraskara, as an inda saying, Dikshidhar is just showing off his expertise, but this is not correct. Striyam acharak vivanta prakratika kvivanta shabdaha na santi iti anupasarjanadityatra uktatvat. So Vyakyakara has already proved it and Nagesha Bhatta also does not reject this. Striyam आचारक्विबन्तात् कर्तरि क्विप् स्त्रियां नास्ति इत्येव सिद्धान्तः. स्त्रियाम् आचारक्विबन्तप्रकृतिकक्विबन्तशब्दाः न सन्ति इति सिद्धान्तः. अत एव प्रथमं समाधानमेव युक्तं न तु द्वितीयं समाधानम् इति बालमनोरमाकारः अभिप्रैति. दीक्षितमते तु उभयं सम्भवति. सपूर्वस्य किम्? यत्र पूर्वपदमस्ति तत्रैव इत्यर्थः. गवां पतिः स्त्री इत्यस्ति. सो गवां पतिः इति विग्रहवाक्य. सपूर्वस्य इति किम्? प्रश्नस्य कः आशयः? प्रातिपदिकविशेषणतया पतिशब्दस्य तदन्तलाभे सति पतिशब्दान्तस्य सपूर्वत्व अव्यभिचारात् सपूर्वस्य इति किमर्थम् इति प्रश्नः. So पतिशब्दान्तस्य इत्यनेनैव सिद्धं भवति. Because you already have the word pati. प्रातिपदिकम् इत्यस्य विशेषणं तदन्तविधिना पतिशब्दान्तस्य इत्येव दत्तं. पतिशब्दान्तः नाम सर्वदा किमपि पूर्वपदं भवत्येव. When you are saying the word patishabdanta ending in the word pati, it is obvious that there is some पूर्वपद. पुनः सपूर्वस्य इति किमर्थं वक्तव्यम् इति प्रश्नः. प्रातिपदिकविशेषणतया पतिशब्दस्य तदन्तलाभे सति पतिशब्दान्तस्य सपूर्वत्व अव्यभिचारात्. The word which is ending in pati should always have some पूर्वपद. सपूर्वत्व अव्यभिचारात् सपूर्वस्य इति किमर्थम् इति प्रश्नः. उदाहरणं दत्तं गवां पतिः स्त्री इति. So the owner of cows स्त्री इति द्योतयितुं तत्पदं. गवां पतिः स्त्री इति. स्वामिनी रक्षित्री वा इत्यर्थः. असमस्तत्वात् गवाम् इत्यस्य न पूर्वावयवत्वम्. सपूर्वस्य इत्यस्य पूर्व अवयव, not just having something before it. अत्रापि गवां पतिः, पतिः इत्यस्मात् पूर्वत्र गवाम् इति पदमस्ति, किन्तु पूर्वावयवः नास्ति. It is not the पूर्व अवयव of the word. So there is something he says, but finally the Siddhanta, let us look at it. Pati shabdasyaiva vyapadeshivatvena tadantataya natva vikalpa praptau tannivrityartham sapurvasyeti vachanam iti bhavaha. That is the last thing that is relevant. I mean, the previous thing is also, but the final, his conclusion is that why sapurvasya is pati shabdasyaiva vyapadeshivatvena tadantataya. Vyapadeshivat ekasmin. The pati itself can be treated as pati shabdanta. Just like if there is only a, it can be treated as akaranta. So, adyantavad ekasmin ityasti. So, if there is only one thing, it can be treated as anta and adi. So, if there is only a, you can treat it as akaranta and akaradi. So, similarly, if there is just the word pati, the plain word, that also can be treated as pati shabdanta by vyapadeshivat bhava. Patishabdasyaiva vyapadeshivatvena tadantataya natva vikalpa praptau. So if you do that, even if it is plain pati, there would be natva vikalpa. So to prevent that, tannivrityartham sapurvasya iti vachanam iti bhavaha. So to prevent that and to specify that there should be a purva pada, he says sapurvasya iti padam ishyate. Vastutastu, but actually vyapadeshivat bhavaha apratipadikena iti nishedhat. There is a rule, again another paribhasha which says vyapadeshivat bhavaha apratipadikena. Vyapadeshivat bhava will not apply in case of a pratipadika. So a pati cannot be treated as pati shabdanta by vyapadeshivat bhava. Vastutastu vyapadeshivat bhavaha apratipadikena iti nishedhat. Iha kevala pati shabdasya pati shabdantatva bhavadeva natva vikalpa nivritti siddhehe. Sapurvasya iti spashtartham. So wherever they say spashtartham, they mean it is not required, just there for greater clarity. Na avashyakam ityeva arthaha vyakhyanat spurati. So just see one sutra in the same, related to the same thing. Nityam sapatnyadishu. Patyurno yajna sanyoge vibhasha sapurvasya nityam sapatnyadishu. So there are some नित्यं सपत्न्यादिषु इति पदद्वयं. पत्युर्नो यज्ञसंयोगे इत्यतः पत्युः नः इति अनुवर्तते. Purva Vikalpa Apavadaha. So there are some Samasta Padas where there is compulsory Natva. So from the previous sutra, Vibhasha Sapurvasya Ityanena Vikalpena Natve Prapte Anena Sutrena Nityam Natvam Vidhiyate. Purva Vikalpa. So पूर्व विकल्पेति विभाषा सपूर्वस्य इति विकल्पस्य अपवादः इत्यर्थः आरंभ सामर्थ्यादेव नित्यत्वे सिद्धे नित्यग्रहणं स्पष्टार्थम्. And because he is starting a new sutra saying sapatnyadishu, it obviously means that there will be compulsory natva. When it would have already got a optional natva from the previous sutra, saying it again means there will be compulsory natva. So the word nitya is just for spashta. स्पष्टार्थ नित्यग्रहणं स्पष्टार्थम्. ननु समानः पतिः यस्याः सा सपत्नी इत्यर्थः. So there is some discussion about the word sapatni. Samanah patihi yasyaha sapatni. Sapatni refers to the co-wife. There are many wives for a man, so they are called sapatnis of each other. Samanah patihi yasyaha, she who has the same husband. Sapatni. Now, samana is, it should have been samana patni. Samanaha patihi yasyaha. Samana patni. How does it become sa? Samanasya sabhavaha api nipatyate. By nipatana, because he is saying sapatni, the samana is replaced by sa. Samanasya sabhavopi nipatyate. So that is what is given in the prakriya, in the vyakhyana. You can read it up. Samanaha patihi yasyaha sa sapatni. So, nanu samanah patihi yasya sa sapatni iti vakshyati tatra samana shabdasya sabhavaha anupapannaha. So actually the sa adesha is given only for the words saha. Tena saha iti yaha saha shabdaha tasyeva sadasha paryayena saha shabdena iva bahuvrihihi ashrayaniyaha. So that word saha evam cha opasarjanasya iti vaikalpikaha sabhavaha. So if you take the word in the vigraha as saha, then there will be only an optional sabhava and not a compulsory sabhava. Therefore he says samanasya sabhavaha api nipatyate. By nipatana it is compulsory sa adesha for samana, and the word is sapatni. Samanah patihi yasyaha sa sapatni. Similarly, ekapatni, veerapatni. So there are words samana, eka, veera, bhratru, putra. So these are the words in the sapatnyadigana. So in all these cases, there is compulsory natva. Samana patni, ekapatni, veerapatni, bhratrupatni, putrapatni, ityadayaha. Okay. So that is one small cover. So the next is Putakrato Raicha, which we will see in the next class, which is on next Monday. Any questions? Oh, yes, Ravichandranji, you had a question?
Yeah, I just wanted to know, when you say Gavam Patihi, where it is not Avayava, whereas Grihasya Patihi, what makes a difference between Grihasya Patihi and Gavam Patihi? One as Avayava and
there is no difference between Grihasya Patihi and Gavam Patihi. There is a difference between Grihapatihi and Gavam Patihi. Grihapatihi is one word, or it is the entire thing is a Pratipadika by Kritadhira Samasascha. Of that Pratipadika, Griha is the Purvavayava and Pati is the Paravayava. When it is a Vyasta Prayoga, whether it is Grihasya Patihi or whatever, Gavam Patihi, wherever there is Vyasta Prayoga, there are two separate words and it is not an Avayava. Vigraha Vakya Avayavatvam Nasti ityeva artha. So that is what the Balamanoramakara also says. There are two separate padas. Together they do not have the Pratipadika Samya. So when in a samasa, even though they are two separate words, I mean, even in a samasa we treat Griha as one word and Pati as another word, but still together tasya pada samudayasya Pratipadika Samya asti Kritadhira Samasascha iti sutrena. So tasya Pratipadikasya purvavayavaha Griha shabdaha ityarthaha. So only in a samasa the word Griha will be an avayava पूर्वावयव. If it is a व्यस्तप्रयोग गृहस्य पतिः इति तत्र न भवति इत्यर्थः. अत एव किं गृहस्य पत्नी इति प्रयोगः न भवति. Even though it is a स्त्री, the master of the house, गृहस्य पतिः इत्येव वक्तव्यं भवति व्यस्तप्रयोगे. गृहस्य पतिः स्त्री इति द्योतयितुम्. यदा तु समासः भवति तदा गृहपतिः इत्यपि भवति, गृहपत्नी इत्यपि भवति.
Okay.
Okay. Any other questions? एनाक्षरसमां नायम् अधिगम्य महेश